Hey all, Heretic here with another Hearthstone Battlegrounds tips and tricks guide, and I'm here to bring you with the information you need to help you win with Tess Greymane. So get comfy and let's dive in. Alright, first let's talk about our hero power Bob's Burgles. For 1 gold, which reads, refresh Bob's Tavern with your last opponent's warband. Simple, cheap, and a ridiculous amount of fun. With this hero power, you're going to have so many options given to you. Doesn't matter what tier you are, you can steal their minions. If you're tier 2, they're tier 5, steal their tier 5, steal their tier 4s. You can be happy. I don't advise against staying there, but you can make pretty much everything work with this. It's just a very fun hero power, leading to lots of very bizarre board states, because depending how lucky your opponents are and when you fight them, you can copy and put together some really weird things. Just try to avoid being paralyzed by options. I mean, what I mean when I say that is, 1 minute you're looking at a great mech board, next minute you're looking at a great Murloc board. Try to look at what everyone's playing and recognize the power of the minions you can be stealing. Don't try to take every option. Try to cherry pick the ones that are going to help you win consistently. I mean, we all want that board full of Amalgadons and the best buddies, but it doesn't mean we're going to find them. So if you see some good stuff, try to stick with it. Try to make it work. Be a little conservative. Don't take every shiny thing you possibly can. Now, Tess's buddy is Hunter of Old. He's a 5/3 neutral minion who's a tier 2 buddy, which reads, at the start of your turn, add your last opponent's buddy to your hand. He's tier 2, so you're going to get him super fast. Pretty reliable. 5/3, well, it's not the best stat line. It's still stealing you a minion every turn, so at the very least, it's economy. And really, how long you keep this buddy depends on who's in the lobby. You have to look at those heroes, look at all of their buddies, and see if they're applicable. If they're buddies that only work on their hero power, you don't want to keep them. So when it gives them to you, maybe keep them for the stats for a turn or two, but otherwise, sell them, use them for economy. That being said, there's some really good buddies you could steal. Now, there's a lot of buddies. I'm not going to go into all of them. Some of the highlights, I tend to like Battlecry buddies, or ones that are going to give me a consistent effect. Obviously, there's situational ones, but like Phelan, the submersible chef he's going to give you, that's going to give you a tier 1, 3, and 5 buddy minions. So pretty good. Just right off the bat, 3 free minions on top of the buddy. So 4 free minions, 12 free gold worth of stuff. That's pretty good. Other things, Ragnaros gives you Lucifron. So there you go. All your end of turn effects triggering extra times. Once again, that's kind of a selective board. If you don't have end of turn effects, don't worry about this. No one plays him, but if you can get a Skycraft and Crag buddy, Sharkbait, that's free gold. That's amazing. You can't really go wrong there. If there's a Ticketus in your lobby, Ticketus Collector, fantastic. I mean, good stuff there. Yogg-Saron gives you the Acolyte of Yogg-Saron, also amazing. These are just some examples. It really depends what's in the lobby, because there's so many different heroes and buddy combinations you can get out there. You can really put together some bizarre results with this hero and hero power and buddy. It's just fantastic. When it's gold, it's a 10/6, and it gives you 2 of your last opponent's buddy. Once again, good, but 10/6, not phenomenal, so it really depends on who's in the lobby and what you want to steal. Typically, I get rid of this buddy before he's gold, but there have been rounds where I've been tempted to keep him, and I've golded him once or twice. It's pretty good. Really, though, I wouldn't triple it too often. It's situational at best. A tiering curve with Tess, typically I'm going to do Warrior Curve or Basic Curve, depending on what's in the lobby. It's just a good, simple curve. Both of them work fine for her. Tess, you don't have to do anything too crazy with. I'm sure you could do other curves, but these seem to work pretty consistently for me. So it work what's best for you, but once again, it's all about what's in the lobby, what you can steal, what you can make happen. Now, for minions that work with Tess, that's tough. Basically, everything works. It depends on your playstyle, what's being offered to you. Typically, you are just looking for stats. Now, obviously, there's minions that can kick up strategies, and those you should look at. If you get offered something really good, like a Dazzling Elemental in a lobby without Murlocs, and it's very early, yeah, you're going to take that. But it's more about what your opponents are finding than what you're finding, since your hero power is only 1 gold and it gives you your last opponent's entire group. I mean, now you can cherry pick what you want. It's pretty phenomenal for that. I really do enjoy this hero power. It's a lot of fun. The one thing is, every time you fight someone, they're going to have a completely different board. So I need to emphasize this. Do not keep changing strats. If you find one or two good ones, maybe change once, but if you find yourself on the third time, 3 turns in a row, changing your strat, you're going to lose. So try to get some consistency in what you're going. That being said, though, Bran is usually a pretty good neutral minion to steal whenever you can find it. Just because any of those buddies you're stealing with battle cries, he's doubling all their effects. Whatever board you're going with, Bran usually fits pretty well. So he's kind of like an unsung MVP depending on what you're going for here. And amalgadams are very good. If you see amalgadons, steal them. Why the heck not? Especially if you've got the Bran going, and it's early enough. Your opponent got it early on turn 8. You fight him in turn 9. Now you can steal it. Start going for it because you're going to see more of them. You're going to be able to steal more of them, and then you're going to find a win a lot easier. Now, when it comes to countering Tess, it's more about playing the best board you can while paying attention to whatever she's leaning in. There's not really much you can do about, what she's doing. So just pray she doesn't run into a lot of amalgadons, and you're fighting her on turn 10 and she's got 3 of them and you're like, well, I'm out of luck. It's really hard to define what's best because she's stealing minions from every opponent. So it's kind of a case-by-case situation. Just try to play a nice, good defined board that has good stats, like you always would, and make the technical plays you can against her in the late game when she starts leaning into one thing or another that you can identify easily. Overall, I find Tess to be a lot of fun. Win or lose, there's a lot of random stuff happening. You're getting a lot of weird combinations you really shouldn't be having, so it's a really good time. You have so many options on what you can go with and combinations of minions. You can get some really surprising interactions, so it's a lot of fun. At the lower tiers, she's not as powerful, but as you get more experience and you move up the rankings, you're going to find that as you build up that experience with her, she is going to be really good because there are combinations out there you're not going to be thinking of because you're not used to seeing them cobbled together like you can with Tess. So it's a lot of fun to play with her. Jump in, have a good time. You're going to lose a couple times till you figure it out, but I think you're really going to enjoy it in the long run. Tier 2, Tier 4, it doesn't matter. Just have fun with her. All that being said, play her as much as you can. Get the hang of it. You'll have a good time. In the end, I've attached a link with some gameplay if you're looking to see how I pilot her. Stay tuned. I have more guides on the way, and I hope you learned a few things today and had a good time. I know I did. Bye.